with the finishing of the game. Fielded. Just a single to start things off. So we've got to think about where the last over is going to be bowled. The wind's going, as you look at that, it's going into that offside. It's the shorter boundary as well today, so hitting with the wind in that direction.
I don't think I'll be too fussed about it. The reason being that when you look at the Indian batting lineup, there are lots of finishers who are left-handers. So you could be stuck at the wrong end as a bowler. Imagine for anyone bowling from the opposite end, it's a short end for the left-hander. But Shivam Dubey, Rinku Singh, they could be there at the end.
Clears the infield comfortably, and it's one bounce and away for four.
And Sarge, also runs here. Abhishek Sharma hasn't scored runs in the last 4 games. Previous game too, he had 1 of 8. So he would want to get a move on, and no better way to hit a boundary. That's the way these two batters go. Knowing that this new one isn't going to do too much on this track, much better track than the other day. Just backing away, forcing the bowler to drag it away and accessing the offside. This is fine batting so far from Abhishek. Yeah, as an off-spinner, sometimes they're thinking, who are the deep fielders? And for Sikandar Raza, it was long gone. He made the change just before this delivery.
He had finished it over. 9 without loss. Ashok Sharma. Here is blessing Zaravan. Deep backward square leg. Third. Deep and on the fence. With Marumani, because he literally goes up for everything.
I think that's a keeper stroke.
It is. But as skipper, you need some sort of a clue. You need him to be a lieutenant.
Yeah, very close, very good delivery. These are the kind of deliveries which trouble Vaibhav Suryavanshi in England. More of the same.
The quality bowler, Zaramani. And close, but no cigar.
Yeah, again, I will come back to what you said in the pre-show. I mean, sometimes as bowlers in this format, they need to live, and I'll just add one more word. Breathe on that length for a while if you're troubling a batter. Don't try and preempt something when you don't need to do it. And I think that is what Blessing Muzarabani did in the last game. That is what Undarava didn't do.
Yes, left to the conditions. What is it that is required of you in the conditions on the day? Here's a look at this pitch. It's seemingly more together than the previous one. The other one looked just a little bit tackier. Both good, must say. Nice. That's exactly it. Just live right there. And if they can whack it off that length, and good luck to them.
Yeah, absolutely. And also the reason being that someone like Abhishek Sharma, whose natural instinct is to hit through the offside, there have been many instances, especially against tall bowlers, who get that steepling that he tries to manufacture a job through the offside. I think 3 or 4 instances where he's been caught at third. say, including the last.
With the first one.
Yeah, really has a real look at that. Abhishek will know that was a nothing shot. Yes, there was bounce. But he didn't commit to it. Just putting back to goal with no commitment whatsoever. And ended up spooning a super catch to Ryan Burl at point. Is he happy? Oh.
Ishan Kishan walks out to the middle. Impressive strike rate as well. He goes at it too. They'll keep coming, these Indian players who like to play their shots, but must contend with the steepling bounce of the 7-footer. Nicely played. What an over. Great. Abhishek to Zarabani, quarter backward point. There's Richard Garaba. He'll resume a battle he didn't go so well in. He came second. There's your man. Don't move from there. He'll look to try and hit you off the link, but you've got to just stay there. Let's have a look at the catch. Burl making no mistake, and it's a great start. Zimbabwe, led by that man, Blessing Zarabani. Beautiful, that's it. We give her wide. Too high. But if you're going to miss, because of the leeway of the big boundaries, you want to be missing shorter than fuller. Have a look at Nisim Zarabani and what he does. And that's to Abhishek Sharma. He knows that the bounce will trouble him. That's as full as he's got. Yeah, got a hold of it. Knows it's coming now. He'll take it on.
Left-hander making the adjustment, trying to bang that length. This one didn't climb as much as the previous one and had to wait a minute. There goes Suryavanshi, makes that adjustment, hits in front of square, and a fine hit. But as he said, he knows it's coming because that's the length that they want to bowl. Only got one fielder in the deep, which is a deep square.
Well shot. Oh, what a shot. 6 runs. Here goes the youngster once again.
And you know that the Indian diaspora here to watch this young man bat has a great feel of these conditions, having hit a 175 in the finals of under-19, got to his maiden half-century last game. And he's kick-started from where he left off. Again, can't get too predictable too. Especially with the kind of lengths Narava is bowling.
Yeah, I don't think that it needs to be short, to be fair. I just think use what natural bounce there is in the surface. And if you're erring back of a length. So, and there's no harm in. He's got the bumper, he's tried it, he's gone to it. Probably a little too early in the over, but now he's got 2 men back the leg side, and third is exposed. Excellent use of the feet. 1 bounce at 4 more. It's not the right length there, having set the field on that leg side.
Yeah, absolutely. I think when you think of the kind of fielders that you have, you'd rather get hit where they are. So bowled a short one the previous, but this time decides to float it up. And the charge given by the left-hander And he accesses that offside very nicely, Vaibhav Suryavanshi. So under pressure, Richard Ngarava.
Shot again. Easy pickings for Suryavanshi as soon as you fall.
And I think this is where someone like Blessing Muzarabani or the skipper needs to go to him immediately. You've got the field, test him out there. If you get hit on the onside, so be it. No point in floating it out, having set the field on the onside.
Easy as you like for Suryavanshi. But the field is saying one thing, and the deliveries that have been bowled are contrary to the plan. See, man back deep at the square, deep at wicket. It's saying take on back of a length and short. And he hasn't, since he's made that switch, he's bowled two deliveries that have been fuller than all the others. That's better. There you go. Into the air, Saramani takes the catch. That's the plan.
Exactly what we've been talking